Welcome once again to another beautiful session with Coach Steele's Finance Training. Happy to have everybody tuning in on today. You know it. We are here live Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Zone with another great talk. And today I want to have a conversation about money talk. And what type of money talk conversation are you having? Are you having those fresh, inspiring conversations that really help push you to where you're trying to go? What I mean by that? What I mean by that is, matter of fact, I'll give an example of a situation, positive situation I found myself in yesterday. As I went over to a house to fellowship with other people, I ended up finding myself in beautiful conversations about money, and not just necessarily about not just about green money, but just goals that people have, things that other men were trying to accomplish. And so many times in life, when it comes to the conversation of money, many of us don't have those difficult conversations. Many of us don't like to talk about what our goals and dreams are, short term, long term, when it comes to money. But yesterday, this conversation was awesome. I was sitting at the table with two other brothers, so it was three of us, and all of a sudden, we began to engage in conversations about money and what we are trying to accomplish in the next few years. And that first conversation really revolved more so around, like, what does retirement look like for us? And what we all agreed was, even though we're using the word retirement, we understood that we have to stay busy. Like, we don't want to just sit around and do nothing at all, right? So, not retirement in a sense of we just go home and stare at the walls. So let's make sure, and of course, here at Coach Steele's Finance Training, we always talk about what retirement means to us here at Coach Steele's Finance Training, not what the world sees it as. So to us, retirement means, being able to do what you comfortably want to do every single day, every other day, how often you want to do it, whether you get paid or not. What are some of those passion projects, things that we want to do when we don't have to necessarily be on a clock or run a business or whatever the case may be, travel, spend time with family. So, what does that retirement phase look like? And so, we were talking about the importance of putting in the work now. If y'all are listening here on Coach Steele's Finance Training, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook or any other platform that you find this being shared on, type in put in the work now. Now is the time. One of the points in that conversation with these brothers was that we understood now more than ever is the time for us to put our hand to that plow, put in the work, and do what we need to do, whether it was increase money to our retirement funds. And many of you have different retirement funds: 403s, 457s, TSPs, IRAs, Roth traditional, 401ks, you name it, self directed Roths. The list goes on, right? So, whether it's adding more to that plan, whether it's finding that next property to add to create some more passive income, uh, expanding the business that's in place, putting our hands to the plow now, knowing that if we do what is necessary now, or like they say in Cameroon, Africa, necessary, if we do what is necessary now, on the back end, it's going to pay huge dividends. While we put in the work now, on the back end, there's going to be some people that realize how much it took to prepare themselves and how unready they are. And at an older age, they're going to find themselves having to do so much more than what they realize. But if you put your money to work now, if you allow the power of compound interest to work for you now, it will pay huge dividends later. One cool thing about allowing your money to grow and have momentum to flow, when we talk about compound interest now, the way the money will work today, starting, let's say you started today, the way your money would work when it comes to compound interest today your money would have to work so hard just to earn a few pennies, just to earn a few dollars. Your money would have to work so hard. But 10, 15, 20 years from now, your money would work effortlessly and it will produce more. Listen to what I'm saying. Because of the way compound interest works, starting off, your money has to work harder and longer to produce less or produce a little, I'll say that. But if you allow the power and the momentum of compound interest to work on your behalf, later on down the road, that same principle, that same power of compound interest, your money doesn't have to work as hard and as long to be able to produce more. And I think y'all are picking up what I'm putting down. What am I saying? I'm saying now is the time to put your money to work. Now is the time to put in that extra effort, to put in that extra grind. So when you get to that certain age, when you get to that certain point and you say, these are my goals, this is where I want to travel, these are the things I want to accomplish and do. I want to have this much in place so that I can feel comfortable no matter what happens. I feel powerful or I feel empowered and equipped because I have put this in place. Now is the time to get that stuff started. Some of us, we've got it started a long time ago. Some of us, you may have just decided, you know what, today I need to buckle down. Today I need to take it up a notch. Today I need to step up even more. I thought I was doing good, but this may be inspiring me to really do the math and make sure I'm where I need to be. Why am I saying this on today? Because yesterday I had a money talk, a fresh conversation with a group of brothers who didn't mind talking about what it is that they're trying to accomplish. So my question to you on today is, do you have that circle of people that you can have that conversation with? Do you have that circle of people where you can have fresh conversations? No one's intimidated by the other, but you all inspire and push each other to greatness to go be the best you that you can be. What I loved about that conversation was it was diverse too. I want to make sure that you all are having very, very comfortable, diverse conversations. What do I mean by that? Each individual at that table had a different plan. And even though we all had different plans and goals, check this out, we are all still going to get to the same finish line. When it comes to retirement or accomplishing your financial goals, don't worry about if your path doesn't look like the next person. Don't get frustrated or think that you might be doing something wrong because your path may have an extra turn or extra route or extra stop than the other person. Is it legitimate? Does it get you to the finish line? We all won't run the route the same way. You know, on a football field, you got some wide receivers that are good at running this route. You got some wide receivers that are good at running other routes. Either way, can you catch the ball and get in the end zone? Because at the end of the day, if you can catch the ball and get to the end zone, it's a touchdown regardless. And that's what we want to do. We want to score financial touchdowns and get in the end zone here on Coach Steele's Finance Training. Each guy had a different path and different financial tools they were using to get to the finish line. Some of us had a mixture of things that we were using. One of us may have been talking about real estate and their retirement plan, well, you know, like a 401k, something like that, to use those things to get to the finish line. Another individual was talking about other things that he had going on and entrepreneurship and his business to get to the finish line. And of course, you all know I'm heavy on the real estate side, but talking about real estate investing, creativity and things like that to get to the finish line. We all had different plans and strategies, but they're all effective. And we bounced ideas and thoughts off of one another. And it was cool because we as a people need to have more conversations like this with each other and of course with our loved ones and with our children as well. so that people can see that it's okay to have these money talks, these money conversations, these fresh, refreshing conversations. Something that I heard from one of these other brothers, guess what? I can say, oh, I like that. Oh, maybe I will try that. And based on that, I can make adjustments in my own plan and strategy for the betterment of me getting to the finish line. Who are you talking to today? And what are you talking about? Are you having fresh conversations? Are you having inspiring conversations? Are you having conversations that motivate you to go be great in whatever space that you find yourself in? If not, I implore you to examine your circle, examine what do you have around you and who can push you and make the necessary adjustments. Whether you start reading more books, whether you start listening to the right things, or you start planting yourself in the right places, whether you go to a conference that benefits you and what you're trying to learn and where you're trying to grow, or whether you find yourself in different social circles, just trying to see, hey, you know what? How can this benefit me? I want you all to be confident and challenge yourself on this week and the month of July on having money talks, money conversations. Another brother later on, I ended up having another beautiful conversation as well. And he was sharing with me some of the things and how he buys certain products and things that he needs creatively at a much lower price than what people even realize. And so I enjoyed that conversation as well because, you know, some of the things he was talking about, I've been in that space with real estate, but not for some of the things that he was talking about. And, we were just talking about business ideas on how to be able to buy things at such a lower price, but then being able to flip it, resell it, things like that. And then he begins to talk about some of his other goals. He also has a 9 to 5, but he does work outside his 9 to 5, which most listeners here on Coach Steele's Finance Training, we do. I have a lot of entrepreneurs. We have 9 to 5s, but we also have other businesses that we do and investments that we make. And that's pretty consistent and common with the listeners. We are dual. We have dual things going on, multiple things going on. And so one of the cool things that he was talking about, he was showing me some of the work that he's done, projects that he's completed, and how he's good with his hands with the different things that he does, and how other people will then ask him to do certain projects for them as well. And so it was pretty cool to see that he is developing an exit strategy out of his 9 to 5, but being able to go into some of those other things that he wanted to accomplish far as an entrepreneur, and being able to have his own business and do what he wants to do, and the creativity that he chooses to do it in that space. And I was just looking at a lot of his handiwork and different things that he did, like making a movie theater in a room, just redesigning the looks of rooms and different things like that. And so it looked awesome. And I immediately saw his plan. Like, yes, he could definitely leave his 9 to 5 and people would pay him to do the work that he's trying to do. Here on Coach Steele's Finance Training, as he was telling me, talking to me about eventually stepping out of his 9 to 5 and stepping into this work, it reminded me of something I had preached and talked about on Sunday about stepping out so that you can step in. And so he is definitely in the motion and the move of being able to do that. These are these conversations that we need to have. You never know by having that conversation, and him continuing to have that conversation, there's going to be somebody who needs that work done. He could just be casually having that conversation, showing someone what he's doing, and somebody can look at that and say, well, I need that done. You know what? I like how you did that. You did that? Man, I've been looking for somebody to do that for 2 years, 6 months, 4 months. Finding reliable people, contractors to do good work is like finding a needle in a haystack. And those of you that are listening on Coach Steele's Finance Training that are in that real estate investing space and you have properties, you already know how difficult it is to find good contractors to do good work. And so that was pretty cool to see those things happen. once again, I want to challenge you all to have the money talks, these fresh conversations about your financial goals, whether it's with your spouse, your significant other, your children. Everyone needs to be on the same page with where we are trying to go. And that's how you grow. So when everyone's on the same page, when everyone's trying to accomplish the same goals, you can get there faster. You can get there so much more faster than trying to get there by yourself. And so I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear, what type of financial conversations do you have? Is it just about short-term goals? Do you have conversations about long-term goals? In that comment section, write down some of your goals. This is going to be pretty cool because this content lives forever, right? So write down some of your short-term goals in the comment section, write down some of your long-term goals in the comment section, and we get to go back a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. We can go back and read this and screenshot it. So when you all are doing those goals, we can say, oh, you know what? He wrote that 2 years ago. She wrote that 6 months ago. And now this person is testifying about it. Write it out, make it plain. I want to see your goals and things you want to accomplish. And of course, here on Coach Steele's Finance Training, I'm going to do my best to push you all in that right direction to have good success with those goals. And so, once again, I need you all to have those conversations. Don't be intimidated to tell someone your goals or what you're trying to accomplish. If you need to, find a good mentor. Find someone who can help guide you, someone you trust that you can release that information to, and maybe they can also give you guidance on how to accomplish that. Now, when you have these money talks, don't be afraid of accountability. Don't be afraid of potential some creative criticism. Don't be afraid of a little correction. Don't be afraid to have to make adjustments to your plan, because whenever you get fresh or new information, it should cause you to elevate whatever it is your goal was. It should cause you to elevate and make adjustments based on the new information you have received. And of course, while we're here on Coach Steele's Finance Training, I do want to shout out Cameroon, Christ Evangelistic Mission. Of course, this that I'm wearing, the wooden part of it is the shape, the border of the country Cameroon in West Africa. And of course, there's another bracelet that I have as well representing Cameroon, Africa. Many of you know that I took a trip over to Cameroon for about a week, early June, and I'm back. And some of you who tune in to Coach Steele's Finance Training, you have subscribed to the Facebook page. And of course, that is 99 cents a month. And I appreciate everyone who has taken time out to subscribe to the Facebook page. They don't just follow, or they're not just a friend of mine on Facebook, but they went to the subscribe button uh, link, and they have subscribed on Facebook for 99 cents a month. And when they do that, of course, one, it's just 99 cents a month. But two, that 99 cents a month goes to help build churches, uh, help support different communities, children, orphanages, those who may not have food, those who may not have clothes. Sometimes we give for kids who need their school fees paid. And we also give to support building churches as well. And so many of those people who have subscribed, many of my subscribers on the Facebook page, I try to bring back certain gifts. And if you're a subscriber and you haven't, and a supporter of uh, the mission work in Cameroon, Africa, I still have a few more bracelets left for those people who have given to the cause and given to the ministry in Cameroon, Africa. And I want to make sure that I get to everyone. So, in that comment section, if you haven't gotten, let's see, I'm trying to find different stuff. If you haven't got a bracelet and you know that you've been one of the givers financially, please leave a comment in the comment section so that I can make sure that you all have an opportunity to get one of these beautiful bracelets that I brought back from Cameroon. Let's see, that one says friend. Another black one that says Africa. Like I said, multiple bracelets. And let's see what else we got. Got some more different ones. This is red and black. Not sure if y'all can see that. And I did have a bunch of earrings, but the ladies have come through and they have snatched up a lot of the earrings as well. So that's the least I can do as I do go over there and do the work in Cameroon, Africa, oversee 9 churches and a certain portion and space in Cameroon, Africa. And of course, I do have some more fans coming, but one of the fans, I brought back a couple fans, but they're gone. I got one left. This is a beautiful fan from Cameroon, Africa as well, as you all see right here. But my point is subscribe to Facebook, 99 cents a month. It's going to go to help building churches and helping those that are in need. It's going to go to help people that they'll probably never be able to do anything financially to repay you. So you're doing this out of the kindness and the love of your heart. And here on Coach Steele's Finance Training, not only do we believe in taking care of ourselves financially, but we also believe in giving and supporting other people as well. Of course, I love these bracelets and they're good talking pieces to talk to people about the support that we're doing. If you've never done any type of work like this, if you've never had an opportunity to sow into another continent, if you've never had an opportunity to sow internationally, this is a great opportunity. 100% of what you give goes to Cameroon, Africa. And so that's the cool part about this. I don't need the finances, but I know who does. And we're going to continue to do the work over there. But we do need your support. We do need your help in that process. Sometimes on Coach Steele's Finance Training, I'll show different videos of the work being done in Cameroon. I think I showed some last week, and they're also on the YouTube channel as well. So feel free to go on the YouTube channel and look at some of the work that's been done. Look at a couple of the churches that are being built this year. You can go on YouTube, Coach Steele's Finance Training, and find one of the churches that we built about 2 years ago over in a small town called Kumbe, Cameroon in Africa as well. So it's an awesome time, an awesome experience. I really enjoy working with my people. I've been posting a lot of pictures of a lot of the pastors and assistant pastors and evangelists and ministers in training that I spent time with in early June. And in a couple weeks, you all will see more videos of the training and things that I did over there. And all of it is through God's grace and his strength that he gave me while I was there. Of course, I adopted a child in Cameroon as well, so I spent time with him. So you all will see a lot of that content coming soon. Please, 99 cents a month. If you prefer not to subscribe for 99 cents a month to Facebook, you can always Zelle or Cash App it monthly as well. Put it on repeat. That will help as well. I appreciate everybody that supports, everybody that gives. I want you all to have these money conversations, these money talks. So when I say, hey, let's go uh, feed all the children in an orphanage this weekend, and 99 cents a month is all it took from a bunch of people, and we can go feed a whole orphanage. I say, hey, you know what? We got some kids in an orphanage. All of them need new shoes, and we can go fund that project and all the kids get new shoes. And I come back and I show you all the videos and the pictures of all these kids. Like, they are so appreciative and humble of the help that we give. You all be surprised how a little bit can go a very long way. uh, just thinking back at some of the kids that I work with over there. Let's see, I wonder if I can post this picture of them. Let me see if this is it. All right, they're saying thank you. You all can see this right here. Let's see if I can do this. These are some of the kids that we work with. So yeah, that is awesome. It's a blessing to be able to work with these kids. This is one of them where they were in church just worshiping as well. So anyway, we have huge impact in a lot of different spaces. These are just the children in Cameroon. We also work with children in the Ivory Coast at an orphanage as well. Like I said, it is a privilege and an awesome honor to be able to do these things. I need your help uh, because with your help, we can get momentum and do a lot more even faster. Once again, subscribe. Facebook, 99 cents a month. You'll see my name, Simon Still. You'll see my pictures as well. And in the back picture, you'll see that picture of Cameroon and all the people, uh, some of the church leaders as well. If you can't subscribe, hit me up. We can work something out with Zelle or Cash App. Doesn't have to be much. Just do what you can, and I'll appreciate it. We'll make a little bit go a long way. I want you all to have those money talks, those fresh conversations here on Coach Still's Finance Training. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and you all have a blessed rest of your day.